It's a Frisky Friday. All right, let's talk about frisky. What does that mean? Whew, I might not be able to do this in the sun. It's hot, you know it? And the sun, even though it's like a little behind a cloud, it's kind of still peeking through. And it's pretty bright. I would have to do this if I wanted to talk to you right here. But I did want to showcase these gorgeous little zinnias. And sorry bud, they come back every year. They just reseed themselves. How abundant is that? And easy. The wind takes care of it. Wind, whoo. The wind is an interesting element, isn't it? It does some beautiful things, but it can really be messy sometimes. Isn't that what life is like too? I mean, we're doing these Frisky Fridays, and frisky energy is awesome and all, right? Let's define it. Frisky energy. Well, I think of it as when I was little, we had horses, and the horses would, in the fall, they would get so enlivened with energy. They would kick up their heels and run in circles, and truly they would, when they would kick up their heels, they would fart, and it was so fun to watch them. We would say, whoa, those horses are really feeling frisky, or they're feeling their oats, but mostly it was they were feeling frisky. So I think of frisky as that enlivened state where energy is just flowing, life force is, activated and online and doing its thing. We feel good inside, we feel joyful, we feel full, things are flowing, we feel creative, we can feel sexual, we can feel, like we got our mama juju, or just juju, going, mojo, whatever you want to call it. That's what I think of as frisky. So I want to have more frisk in my life because it really is fun and it feels really good. But I know that, we live in a world with wind and water and earth and sky and all these things. And this one big experience, which is of contrast, where we experience things that we don't want, so that we can grow and expand and experience and really appreciate and embody what we do want. We experience what we are not so that we can fully know and be what we are. And that's the beauty of the game, of the human experience, which is a game. Yet, like we know with the wind, it can be messy, right? It can be kind of burdensome to have leaves blow everywhere. Like in my pool, leaves blow in my pool all the time, and I have to spend time and energy to get the leaves out of the pool. Well, that's what contrast is. It's when, we have these experiences. One of the biggest forms of contrast for me that I've learned about and experienced is transition. When things change. Transition. Recently, my most recent transition is the summertime transition. I'm blogging and vlogging about that a little bit, how I'm navigating that, giving you some tools of how you can navigate transition, whether for you're a mom too and it's a summertime transition, or you just have some other transition in your life. So let's continue on with this theme of transition and how to navigate it. Last week, we talked about breathing, or last blog, we talked about videoing. That's funny. Breathing for divine solutions. Breathing in, divine solutions. Breathing out, anything less than that. This adjusts and shifts our internal energy and turns everything over to this force that is divine, that works beyond logic, that works through connection and through this power that is feminine. Not masculine. It's not about doing. It's not about controlling or fixing, or logically thinking it through and even making those, forward moving, logical decisions. This is feminine in nature. It is about connection. It's about trust. It's about creativity and being in the creative force that works for us, in us, through us, as us, in and around us. It's, let's see, that feminine power. It's just the feminine, nature. It's a little lighter, a little looser. Not as much action, it's more passive. So this breathing for divine solutions is an action, but it is more passive than what some actions would be, how we would, logically look at everything and try to fix it or control the situation or whatever. That's what maybe I would tend to do. Breathing for divine solutions wouldn't be my go-to because it's not what I was taught or modeled, which is okay because we have these different experiences and we just do, what serves us and we let go of what doesn't serve us. So I wonder if you've been using that. Curious to hear how that's working for you. For me, when I do this practice of breathing for divine solutions, these things start to happen where synchronicity soars. Synchronicity means things start happening that aren't just happening. They are for me. They're messages, they're signs, they're helpers, they're divine support to just help me to sink in and allow these divine solutions to unfold, allow myself to embody whatever I need to embody so that I can be a part of the solution that is unfolding. So when synchronicity started soaring for me, lots of things started happening. The first thing is a coyote crossed my path. And when that coyote crossed my path, I was like, hi, you're there. I live in a neighborhood with houses all around, streets. Like, it's not the country, people. I grew up in the country, but I don't live in the country. And one morning I was driving to yoga at like 4:30 a.m. and a coyote went right in front of my car. I was like, I know you're here for me. I know you have a message for me. Coyotes have a message. Whew, my dogs are getting a little snippy. The coyotes have a message about calm amidst chaos, lightening up, enjoying life, letting it be more fun, laughing, loosening up, being creative. All of those elements and aspects are what the coyote helps us to embrace and embody. So when this coyote crossed my path, I was like, okay, I hear you. You're helping me. You're going to help me loosen up. Let this free-for-all thing that's happening when my kids are home happen, and just go with the flow a little more. Find what feels good to me. Trust, let go of the pressure, let the creativity bubble to the surface. Be calm even when there is some chaos, and have more fun, laugh more. Okay, so I started doing this. I did things like making slime with Evie, listening to Harry Potter. Listening to audiobooks are a great thing to do with your kids. Taking naps, swimming, going for walks, having time to myself to do whatever I wanted to do, and not worrying about what I was or wasn't doing right or wrong with the kids at those moments. Letting opportunities surface for some amazing camps that my kids, could enjoy, giving me more time to do some of the things that I want to do in the peace and calm and quiet of my own home. Things like that, I just started embracing and focusing on and giving myself those moments to really choose to feel good in the moment by moment, what would feel good right now. Sometimes it was doing nothing. Lots of different things. It's sprinkling, guys. It's kind of crazy because it's really sunny, but it's sprinkling. Does that ever happen where you are? I bet it does. It's random. Okay, we're going to close with something really exciting. After the coyotes came, well, this was a little before the coyote. I actually saw the coyote, so synchronicity was soaring. I channeled a little book where the spirit animals have something to say. They started talking to me, and I wrote channeled their voice into this poetic little book where they give us little messages and tell us what they're going to help us to be empowered with. And the coyote might be my favorite. I've written about 11 of them, and I really love them all, but the coyote might just be my favorite. So I'm going to read it to you. It's a little sneak peek into Spirit Animals Say. Get ready, power up. Hello, I am Coyote. Can you hear my howling sound? Oh, oh, oh! Call me in and light and laughter will abound. Get ready, power up. Call me in and fill your cup with humor plus fun, creative solutions, calm amidst chaos. When you are feeling low and have a seriously sad frown, whew, there's the sun again, I will help you turn that frown upside down. I'll spark inside you a joyful giggle, and what seems stuck will start to wiggle. Your brain will think of solutions and such, and those problems of before won't bother you so much. Deep inside, a serene calm you will find. Faced with a chaotic situation, you won't really mind. So let's do it. Let's laugh out loud right now. Ha 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 ha. You'll feel so alive rather than bored or frustrated. You'll begin to feel like, wow. So that's the coyote. That's my synchronicity soar. I encourage you to continue breathing for divine solutions, navigating through transition with more grace and ease, allowing the divine feminine power to do her thing on your behalf creatively, and start to be on the lookout for synchronicity soars in your world. What wants to give you messages and tell you, wink wink, you're on the right path? Hey, I'll help you, I'll support you with this. They're out there, so just begin to notice them and begin to share also your experiences and what those are for you. I'd love to hear all about it. I think that's about it for today. So thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe and be on the lookout for more Frisky Friday frenzies. Peace in and out.